You don't remember how you got here, only the crushing weight, like the ocean itself, is sitting on your chest, and the cold, 2 degrees Celsius, biting through your skin until your body feels numb and distant. You try to move your hand in front of your face, but there's nothing. No light, no shape, just endless black. Then something brushes your leg. Not imagination, not current, something alive. Your body reacts before your mind does. You try to breathe, choke on water, panic, but somehow, impossibly, you don't die. You're still here, still sinking. The pressure around you is nearly 400 times stronger than at the surface, enough to crush bone, yet you hold together, barely. Every movement feels wrong, slow, like pushing through thick oil. That's when you realize the first terrifying truth: you are not built for this world. Then you feel it. Not a sound, but a vibration, deep, heavy. Something massive just moved nearby, and the water itself carried the message straight into your body. You freeze instantly. Down here, nothing relies on sight. Everything hunts by movement, by pressure, by the slightest disturbance. Your heartbeat alone feels too loud, too violent, like it's broadcasting your location. A faint blue glow appears in the distance, pulsing softly. An instinct pulls you toward it. Light means life, right? But as you drift closer, the glow multiplies. 1 becomes 10, then dozens. Suddenly they move, fast. One slices past your face at nearly 20 kilometers per hour, long and thin with needle-like teeth, followed by another and another. You jerk back, and that single movement triggers everything. The swarm rushes you. Something clamps onto your shoulder, sharp, burning pain, then another into your thigh. You thrash, spinning, sending shock waves through the water, until, just as quickly as they came, they vanish, leaving you bleeding in total silence. The blood doesn't disappear. It lingers, spreading slowly in thick, dark clouds around you. A signal. You press your hands against the wounds, but it barely helps. That's when you understand your first real rule. Stillness is survival. You force yourself to stop moving completely. Minutes pass, then longer. The ocean settles, and nothing comes. You're invisible again. Time stretches into something meaningless as you drift, conserving energy, learning to exist without reacting. Hunger creeps in next, slow at first, then sharp and demanding. You spot another glowing creature, smaller this time, drifting gently. You approach carefully, controlling every movement, and grab it, only for it to burst in your hand, exploding into bright bioluminescent light that surrounds your body like a flare in the darkness. Instantly, the water changes, vibrations, multiple, fast. You've exposed yourself. Panic surges, but you remember, too late. You freeze again, forcing your body into silence as shapes circle you, testing, sensing, until finally they lose interest and fade away. You start to learn, really learn. You stop chasing light, stop reacting to fear. You move only when necessary, slow and deliberate. Eventually, you find something different, a jagged ridge rising from the abyss. Hydrothermal vents, columns of superheated water blasting upward at over 350 degrees Celsius, yet held in liquid form by the crushing pressure. You keep your distance, but near them there is life. Strange, pale creatures cling to the rocks, tube worms, blind crustaceans, things that barely move unless disturbed. You grab one, hesitate, then eat it. It tastes metallic, wrong, but it gives you energy. For the first time, you're not just surviving, you're adapting. You stay close to the vents, learning patterns, understanding what reacts and what doesn't. You become careful, efficient. For a moment, it almost feels like you belong here. Then the ocean reminds you that you don't. The vibrations return, slower, heavier than anything before. You freeze, but it doesn't matter this time. A massive shape drifts out of the darkness, easily 10 meters long, its body thick and ancient, jaws opening slightly as the water itself begins to pull toward it. Suction. You grab onto the rocks, muscles straining as everything around you, small creatures, debris, even the water itself gets drawn towards its mouth. It isn't chasing, it doesn't need to. You're just lucky enough to be overlooked. It passes, and you survive again, not because you're strong, but because you're insignificant. For a while, you get better. You control your movements, catch small prey, avoid most threats. You feel stronger, more aware, like you've cracked the rules of this world. But then things change. The vents begin to slow. The life around them disappears. Your safe zone collapses, and you're forced back into the open ocean. Hunger hits harder this time, and when you chase something, a small darting shape, you almost catch it until something else does, faster, invisible, gone in an instant. You stop, realizing too late, you've been noticed, studied. Something out here has learned you. The next attack comes without warning, a violent odor into your leg, deep and crushing. You twist, kick, barely escape, but the damage is done. Your movement is off now, slower, weaker, and in this place, weakness doesn't fade, it compounds. Infection spreads through your wounds, your body struggling in the cold, your energy draining faster than you can replace it. You try to adapt again, hiding more, moving less, but that becomes your new weakness, because something out there is patient. The end doesn't come with chaos, no massive vibration, no warning, just a subtle shift in the water behind you. You turn, but there's nothing to see. Then you feel it, pressure, right beside you, a mouth opening in the dark, unseen but undeniable. You try to move, but your body is too slow this time. The jaws close, and there's no dramatic struggle, just crushing force, absolute and final. And then, nothing. In the deepest parts of the prehistoric ocean, survival was never about strength, speed, or even intelligence. It was about belonging to a system that had perfected itself over millions of years. You weren't part of it. You were a mistake in a world that doesn't tolerate mistakes. And in the end, the ocean didn't fight you. It simply erased you, as if you were never there at all.